Welcome to The Woman I Am Today, the podcast. I am your host, Kimberly Guest. And on today's episode, I am here with author, life coach, and relationship solutionist, Miss Suzette Vearnon. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Oh, great. I'm a writer. I'm an author. I'm a life coach, and I'm a relationship solutionist. I've been coaching for several years. People say I'm kind of been a backseat coach for a lot of time because I like to tell people what to do. But yeah, I've been doing it for a while, and I have really found that a purpose and passion in doing it. It's not something that I decided was a good idea. And I think we were kind of talking about that before. Yeah. It's how purpose kind of will find you. And a dream will grab you, and before you know it, you feel like you're doing something that's bigger than what your dream was for yourself. And so, yeah, that's what I've done. I guess you can say I'm still a newlywed, maybe. December will be 5 years that I've been married to my wonderful husband, Robert. They say third's a charm, y'all. So I think this one is going to take. And I'm also the proud grandmama, they call me Grammy, of 2 twin little boys. And so I am very excited that as I approach 60, that my life is becoming full circle. And so, yeah.
Awesome. So you got married at
55. Yes.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about that, getting married at a later age, like how.
I know, right? Yeah. Well, first of all, I did not know I was going to get married. That was not my prayer. I had already done it twice, and I had convinced myself that I wasn't good at marriage. The other people were good at it, but I had tried twice and it didn't work. And all I really wanted, Kimberly, was to know what a healthy relationship looked like. That's all I wanted. And that was my prayer. I said, I want to know what it's like to be with somebody who loves me for me. And it didn't matter to me whether we got married or whatever. I just wanted to experience that. And that was my prayer. So the marriage part was the gravy. You know, it really was. And we were talking about it. I would say, I don't want to get married again unless there's a good reason, unless it makes sense. It's purposeful. It's meaningful. I don't just want to have it just for the label. And I guess my husband felt like it was meaningful and purposeful because in a crowded restaurant, he got down on one knee. Now that's big because my husband is an introvert. So for him to do that, that was a big, and I even asked him, I said, babe, why did you do that? He said, because I wanted everybody to know how much I loved you. I know, right? Aww. I know, right? And so, of course, I said yes. And actually, it was at BU Cafe in Durham. Okay. It was the place where we had our first date, and he proposed there.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what has been the best response to your love story?
Well, I think the best response that I've gotten, because leading up to our getting married, I didn't have any preconceived idea. I just called it # dating my way to the altar. And I was just kind of bringing people on the journey of me preparing to get married. Mm-hmm. And one of the best things that I heard people saying was, oh, your story is making me hope again, because it was happening later in life. And so that was the best, but it was also the worst too.
Okay.
Because this is the thing that I've learned about when people say, you're restoring my hope. Hope doesn't require anything. I can hope all day and not make a move, not do anything, not change anything. I can just get lost in hope. But what I learned and what I know to be true is hope alone is not enough. I had to work on myself to even be able to recognize love when it showed up. And so hope was the good part, but it also was the part that I'm like, well, ladies, hope alone is not enough. You know, you don't just say, I hope, and cross your arms and pray, and then you just stay indoors. There's some things you got to do to get relationship ready. Exactly. And that's what I did. So hope alone, but it's hope and connection. Connecting with your enoughness, connecting with your next right step to get you ready for a meaningful relationship. So that was the good and the best and the worst. Yeah.
So what has been the most challenging in marrying later in life?
Oh man, do we have the time? Oh my goodness. Well, if I were to be concise, which I'm trying to be, because I am a talker, I would say the most challenging thing for me personally was thinking that I had to be different. You know, you want somebody to love you for you, but you have these ideals of what your role should be in the marriage. And the most difficult thing for me was to lose the role and be authentic and let my husband and I discover what our strengths were in the relationship and not allow roles to dictate it, not allow what we think a marriage should look like to dictate it. So that was the biggest challenge, because I felt really guilty. I mean, still sometimes today I feel guilty because I work from home, so I can be in sweats or in PJs all day, hair around here, and he's gone to work. And he comes home and I'm like, I hear him drive up in the garage and I'm going, oh my Lord, oh my Lord. And I jump, run in the bathroom, try to spiff myself up because I don't want to look the way I did when he left in the morning. So that part, I still kind of feel a little guilty a little bit because I don't want him to think, gosh, she was cute, then I married her, and now she's walking around here in sweats, and then, you know, I'm like, oh Lord, you know what I'm saying? So it still is a learning curve, because when you're single, you don't think about it. You don't. But you got to be mindful that you got somebody else with you, and that has been the biggest challenge, is making space and being mindful that somebody else is here too. Yeah. Hi, my name is Suzette Vearnon, and I want to officially invite you to my first ever I Am Enough live event. It's going to be an evening of hope and connection. So if you have a dream, if you have a desire for something better, and you've been having a hard time getting to work, or one of your desires is to attract Mr. Right into your life, you need to come to my I Am Enough live event. I'm going to be giving you my story, but I'm also going to be offering you some great nuggets, some great insights that you can walk away with and begin to live not a mediocre life, but your best life ever. You know why? Because you are enough. Join me here at the Clayton Center Auditorium, Clayton, North Carolina, Sunday, November 17th at 3:30 p.m. I'm looking forward to seeing you.
So what has been the most rewarding?
Actually, it's two sides of the same coin, because he thinks I'm beautiful regardless. You know, all these things that we do that we think keeps our men interested, I think we sell ourselves short. And I know We've all been told men are visual. So men, don't worry. I'm not messing it up for you. I know you still want your wife to look cute. I get that. But I think if you ask most men in love, it wasn't just that she was cute. She was a safe place for his heart. And so I think what's been the most rewarding is knowing that me being me is a safe place for my husband's heart. And that when I'm not being me is when he's not safe. I think that's the most rewarding thing.
Ooh. Did y'all hear that?
Oh, he's going to love this. And he didn't even pay me to say it.
Okay. So, what do you know now that you didn't know?
Oh, wow. What do I know now? That I'm enough. I didn't know it because I thought that I had to perform a certain way. You know, I had to cook a certain way. I had to be a certain way. I honestly did not understand that I was lovable in and of myself. I felt it was all that I could do, what I could bring. If I could cook a slamming sweet potato pie, you know, I thought it was all those performance type things that we've been reared to believe defines whether we are worthy or not. And I think the biggest lesson for me is that I am truly enough. Doesn't matter whether I flub or whether I'm on or whether I'm strong and commanding or whether the little girl in me just needs to be held. It doesn't alter his view of me. I don't lose any street cred. I don't, he's not going to take advantage. And I think that has been the greatest reward. And I think that has been the greatest healing. Because I think, especially for many of us high performing women, we have been judged on our performance all our lives. Think about it. Mm-hmm. I know as a woman of color, one of the main things that I grew up with was you've got to be 10 times better than your constituents in order to get what they get so freely. Mm-hmm. So we've been groomed to have to perform for somebody to approve of us, to value us, to think that we're worthy enough. And to get with someone who just sees you for who you are. Now, don't get me wrong. It was a little weird at first because you start thinking, when is the other shoe going to drop? When is he going to stumble upon a part of me that he's going to be like, oh, dear Lord, I didn't know she was like this. But then you find out there's capacity that love brings with it. True love brings with it a capacity that takes care of all of that. And that person still sees you as the apple of their eye. Mm-hmm. The person they can't wait to share hopes and dreams with, the person they can be vulnerable with. A person that their heart can trust in. I think that's something that has been the greatest healing for me, I think.
This is some good stuff. So, there is a quote that says, "The only reason to give a speech is to change the world." What do you wish to change, and why do you need a bigger stage from which to speak from?
I think because my main audience is women, high achieving women, and a few cool men, but really mostly women. I think because we have been socialized to walk 10 steps behind, or we've been socialized that we have to dim our light, lest people should think that we are being pushy or being arrogant or being too much. I think that's the reason why there needs to be a bigger stage. I want to change that erroneous perception that us standing in our brilliance is intimidating. And I want women to be able to see someone that looks like them taking a radical action and unapologetically owning all that she is. That's why. On to the stage. Kimberly, I am so excited about your podcast, and I am so excited about meeting you. It has been a joy to just sit and get to know you and talk and laugh and share dreams and what it means to be a woman and becoming our best selves. It's been absolutely phenomenal, and I am so excited about being on your show and working with you. But most of all, I think I've met a sister, so I know that we are destined for some great things, and I'm so grateful to you. Thank you so much for having me on your show, and I'm so excited about being on your show. So join me where Kimberly and I will be having a wonderful conversation about the woman I am today. I hope you'll tune in. Hi, my name is Suzette Vearnon, and I want to officially invite you to my first ever I Am Enough live event. It's going to be an evening of hope and connection. So if you have a dream, if you have a desire for something better, and you've been having a hard time getting to work, or one of your desires is to attract Mr. Right into your life, you need to come to my I Am Enough live event. I'm going to be giving you my story, but I'm also going to be offering you some great nuggets, some great insights that you can walk away with and begin to live not a mediocre life, but your best life ever. You know why? Because you are enough. Join me here at the Clayton Center Auditorium, Clayton, North Carolina, Sunday, November 17th at 3:30 p.m. I'm looking forward to seeing you.
Hi, I'm Pastor Hassan Lee of the New Journey Center, where we are embracing you as you embrace your new journey in Jesus. I want to invite you to the New Journey Center of Greensboro. We're located at 2102 Phillips Avenue, there in the great city of Greensboro, North Carolina. You want to join us every Sunday morning at 9:30 a.m. for our morning worship experience. This is a time when you will be restored. This is a time you will be embraced. And this is a time that you will be loved as you embrace your new journey in Jesus Christ. See you there.
New from New Vision Television, a special presentation of renowned motivational speaker and new author Dion Griffin McGee. Join us as we walk with her through her journey from the corporate world to entrepreneurship, motivational speaking, and what it took to write her first book, a unique and intimate insight to a thriving mogul. She's Roaring, the DG Magee Special, coming soon only on New Vision Television. What makes you the person that you are today? The choices you've made in the past? The experiences you've had growing up? I used to love this park. Basketball was my first love. I never would have thought that this haven for me would become a temporary home. I never thought the gym where I used to play rec ball would become the place where I need to wash myself, brush my teeth, change what little clothes that I had to go out and face the world as if nothing was wrong. I would leave from here, get in my car to go find a place to stay for the evening. A lot of times it was here in the parking lot, where I thought I could be safe and away from people seeing me. It was also where I would plan my next move, when I had a car. After that, I would walk everywhere, take the bus. I used to sleep here and here. The reason I am telling you all of this is not to just relive hard times, but to hopefully inspire you and others to do the things that you love to do. I made some bad choices and had some very bad circumstances, but I never thought that I would stay there. I still had dreams, and some that I didn't even know that I had until today. I needed to go through these things, stay in these places, to be able to offer the things that I can offer people today. It has nothing to do with business or sales. It has everything to do with their stories, their importance. This is why we do what we do. This is a place where your visions and your dreams are someone else's priority. This is New Vision Television.